Hello and welcome to the League of Extraordinary Atheists for Humanism, where we attempt to apply logic and reason to religion and politics. And I'm here with my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Christy Santiago.
Hello, everyone. I don't know when this will be coming to you, but it is hump day here. Happy hump day, everyone.
And underneath our desks, we have the wonderful, brilliant man behind the curtain, Nacha Witness.
Yes, yes. The
And
upside
he
down
didn't say hello.
sweetie.
Trust me, he's here. You
Yes,
can't hear him.
so
You can't
this
see
will
him.
be
We
coming.
can, yes, we can feel
We
him.
know.
Anywho, so if you guys haven't noticed, what?
No.
Get back down
Get back
there.
down there.
If you guys haven't noticed, we have a little bit of a channel change. There's a different name, so stay humanist. Will be our new channel name, coming to you pretty much now, but we're gonna have a whole new layout coming next week, so you guys can be excited for that. And I might not trip over my words as much during the intro because the name will be shorter. So yeah, that's that. There's our big reveal. That's our small reveal. The big reveal is next week.
Yes,
So
it is.
that will be coming. So we will have a completely we'll say it different when we come in next week. All right. So first thing to discuss is Gaza, but before that, we got to talk about South Park because if we don't, the desk will be rumbling.
Yes.
Bad way. So yeah, some shit happened on South Park last week, which was amazing. I haven't watched the whole thing through because I don't usually watch South Park and I didn't see it coming. Um, but the clips coming out of that were fucking amazing.
It's
Amazing.
brilliant.
Yeah,
It's
like
brilliant.
South Park renewed their contract with Paramount, the parent company, um, and took a shit all over President Donald Trump. Honestly, the first thing I thought of when I saw it, and longtime viewers will will have to know what I'm talking about right away, is when Stephen Fry's character did his skit on the Chancellor on V for
Oh
Vendetta.
my God.
It
Yes.
struck me right away. It's like, oh man, he's going after the fucking dictator. They're gonna get black bagged, and I like, or they're not going to get bagged. They're going to get exactly what they said. I'm going to sue them.
Yes,
Right?
and yes, they did go after Trump hard. But I
Yeah,
thought
they
the
really did.
overall message of going after this monopolized merger, the companies alone are so massive. Nobody should have that much power over an entire society's view. They just shouldn't. And to
Yeah,
merge, that's why they have to have a presidential administration's approval because it's illegal under laws to have
yeah.
monopolies. There's more to it. That was very, very
There is.
simplistic to put it that way. But the way that
Yeah.
they went after, they did not punch down one time, not one time. They punched up every time, and it was
High up as they
magnificent.
could, and they could punch high. Right? They got that
Yeah, and
1.5 billion dollars, and then slapped Trump in the face with it over and over again.
they
Um,
slapped him like this.
just like that. Uh, so
Listen, but yes, all of that is great. But can we just have a minute for Cartman's identity? He can't be anti-woke anymore because all of MAGA is
no,
anti-woke. He
yep,
can't be
yep.
anti
It's not
all these
cool anymore.
things.
It's
It's
not cool
not
anymore.
cool.
It sucks. He can't do it
So he
anymore.
has to. I know it hasn't happened and it probably won't, but I would just get a hell of a kick if he all of a sudden went completely pro human rights because it was the contrary thing to do with
Yeah,
what's going on, that would be
that would
brilliant.
be awesome. That would be
It would
awesome.
be for the wrong reasons, but I mean, come on, it's Cartman.
Yeah.
Yes.
um,
Apparently, it's a fourth-rate show, and we shouldn't worry about it. So,
oh yeah. It hasn't been relevant in like 30 years, so it's fine. It's a failing show.
listen, it
Um,
beat streaming records across the world, not just America, but it surpassed streaming records. So,
yeah.
not popular, my booty. Yes.
It's it's awesome. It was fantastic. That they basically took they reworked how they portray Bin Laden, right? Is
Oh,
it Bin Laden or Saddam
no, no,
Hussein?
no, no. Saddam
Saddam.
Hussein. Yes,
Saddam. Yeah,
yes.
my bad. Um, again, like I don't usually watch the show, but they did rework how how they
Yeah.
portrayed Saddam, including
Satan's
having
new
him
love.
sleep with the devil.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
Satan has a type. He has a type. So,
Also, Satan wasn't in the mood, and I loved that because no one's in the mood to sleep with Donald Trump, but he doesn't care.
unless he's
And that's
paying.
what's so fantastic is that they just hit all
Yeah.
the right
I love
notes.
how he
I'm gonna
sits
shoot
next to
him.
Satan and he just rubs his finger up and down Satan's arm. just, it was brilliant. It was so good.
I bet that
Yeah.
finger's the
So,
longest thing that touched him
no,
all night.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, South
Yeah.
Park. Thank you for doing what you do this time, and that was fantastic. And I just want to
That,
say, like CBS and Paramount, like they should have seen this coming. Like as soon as
100%.
they canceled Colbert, like you are also the parent company of Jon Stewart and
Mhm.
Comedy Central, and also South Park. Like you didn't see the backlash. Like
Yeah.
I'm so glad we can use the word again. That was retarded.
Yeah.
Like their
It was
actions. That was you were
short-sighted
asking
AF.
for it. Yeah. So honestly, this could help them. This could really help that company if they ride that wave. But if they ride the wave of fascism, it's gonna continue to bite them in the ass.
As
It will not pay
as
them
they
out like they
probably
did.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I do not have hope that they will not ride the fascism
yeah,
wave. I'd like to be wrong on that.
yeah, and I think it would be more profitable in the long run if they didn't. But
Same.
whatever.
Yeah.
Short-term profit. Okay, so moving to more important news, uh, into Gaza. Um, we'll start by going to brand new infographic. If I'm right, I think it came out today. Um,
Infographic.
660 days of genocide in Gaza. This is from Euromed Monitor.
Yeah.
So what I have here, I don't, fine. I honestly don't know where to start. This this infographic is huge and it's different now.
Mm.
They have more. It's not just little boxes anymore. Nacha, can you let me share my screen, please? I forgot to ask him beforehand. I should have done that.
you're you're grounded.
I should be.
You're
Okay,
grounded.
here we go. Screen two. All right.
Info.
All right.
Okay.
So it's hard to even know where to start with this because
Yeah.
there is so much here. Um, so 10% of the population is either killed, injured, missing, or detained, right? So we'll start
Mhm.
there. We have 150,000 injured. Several thousand have suffered amputations or permanent impairments. my apologies, with over 10,000 children losing at least one leg. Uh, 4,700 detainees have been forcibly disappeared. The number killed, again, this is just by the Euro Med Monitor, and I think these numbers are a severe undercount. I think it's over 200%, over 200% of this, but they have 70,300 killed. Uh, the Ministry of Health records have about 60,000. We got 59 and 900. Um, Killed. The civilians is 63,290.
Wow.
Is Children is
Jeez.
20,415. Women
Oh no.
14,667. Um,
So under.
the
Jeez.
So if we scroll down a little bit here, I don't need to go through the whole Gaza Strip thing,
Right.
but 660 days of genocide in Gaza on. Okay, we're going to scoot down. This is what I wanted to read right here is 99% of the population was forcibly displaced at once.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but 100%, and I don't know if I can see it here or not. No, this
Yeah,
is
it's
a
very
different.
little.
I can read it now, actually. Well, so what this is saying, this isn't what I was going to say. Um, but 100% of hospitals have been destroyed or damaged. 80% of the buildings have been destroyed or damaged, and 90% or 95% of schools have been damaged or destroyed. It says schools and universities. The
Right.
other 100% that I was talking about is, I think this one right here, actually, um, of the population face high levels of acute food insecurity. Around 3,500
Famine.
elderly um, Palestinians and 1,200
Palestinians.
children
Yeah.
have died due to
Yeah.
severe malnutrition. And this is for
Right.
a water
They starve.
swallow. Yeah, they're starving.
They
It's just,
starve to death.
yes, 100%
There's
of
no other
the,
way to say that.
right, they're all starving to death.
What was the numbers?
Oh,
What was
that's
the number
100%.
of elderly? Like it's really, really small. 1,500 elderly.
Where does it say?
You're 100% what you just read.
Yeah, 100%.
Around
It says, oh, around 3,500 elderly Palestinians
3,500.
and 1,200
Wow.
children have
Okay.
died due to
Right.
severe
They've starved. They
malnutrition.
have starved to death. Right.
Correct. Yep.
That is
Um,
4,700 people minimum have starved to death when within walking distance is all the food and medicine they could possibly need.
Correct. Um,
Right.
and
Mm.
so six indicators.
Yes.
Israel
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
failed to comply with a ICJ ruling. Um, here's the six big indicators showing that this is a genocide. We got one, mass killings; two, causing serious physical or mental harm on the entire population; three, imposing inhuman living conditions, which is 80% of
Right.
all buildings have been destroyed. 100% of the hospitals have been damaged or destroyed, and 95% of schools and universities have been damaged or destroyed. That's their living conditions. That's what we're
Right.
talking. Um, so some of the schools have been turned into makeshift hospitals. So again, it's like
Right.
somehow this number up here, the 100% of hospitals have been damaged or destroyed, it's actually more like 200 because we've had makeshift hospitals and they were
Yeah.
destroyed and damaged again.
Yeah.
So somehow the 100 enough is an undercount. Is an undercount. Um, okay, again, moving on. Four is what we
Wow.
were just talking about, using starvation as a weapon. Five, imposing an environmental or environment meant to prevent childbirth. Sorry, I'm having such a hard time reading this. I don't have my glasses on. And six, public incitement to genocide. All of these things point to it being a genocide. Um, and they're doing all six. So the other point I
That,
feel
oh,
six
yeah,
or
that right
out of
there.
every 10. Yeah.
9 out of every 10 people killed are civilians and
Yes.
43,000 orphans.
Yep. Another highlighted thing. Down here, have to point it out. 234 journalists killed, 117 civil defense workers killed, and 1,589 healthcare professionals have been killed. And then another 2,170 have been injured. And that could sound like a death warrant to be injured in Gaza because they lack
Mm-hmm.
healthcare so much, including the healthcare professionals. And doctors killed is 160 and 371 nurses. Or
Wow.
are yeah. Uh, I don't think I need to go over any more detail here. You guys have had it on your screen long
Wow.
enough to pause it and go through the details. I believe this came out today. I didn't do the math, but it is dated for
Yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday.
Yeah. The
Today.
29th of
Yesterday.
July.
Yeah. Yep. So this is brand new. Um, it's sick, but honestly, guys, I need to remind you all. I'm gonna stop my screen share. I need to remind you all. This is likely an undercount because
Oh,
it's always an undercount during conflicts,
yeah.
war, genocides. It always is. This is
By
just
thousands.
what, and this is a very conservative estimate on all of that, including, I'm sorry, I have to say it, I got to stick to my guns. The 100% of hospitals damaged or destroyed because they've had to make more makeshift tents or use schools
Mm-hmm.
um, for safe facilities like that, and they broke
Yep.
those too. So to me, it's like it's more like 200% of the hospitals. Um,
Yeah, it makes my stomach turn.
it makes sense. It shouldn't make sense because 100% means all of it,
Right. It
but
does
it
make sense
does
though.
make sense. That's troublesome. Um, I'm sorry. I just have to point it out because it's so egregious. Oh, excuse me, what is happening right now? That
Yeah.
um like what the fuck do you do? Like it sounds like comic book villainy is what it sounds like. So
Mm.
therefore it doesn't sound real. It sounds made up. Um but that's the thing, it's not. It's not I
Right.
mean it is made up to the point that it's an undercount, right? They do the undercount because they're trying to be legitimate. This is what we can confirm. But if you do the math throughout the months that we've been covering this, this is a silly, silly undercount. And there's nothing about it. The only thing that's
Right.
silly is that this that that infographic is what is I don't even know the word for it. Reliable because it's not. It's an undercount. It's mind-boggling what professionalism gives you, but what the reality actually is. Because
Yeah.
what's happening over there
Definitely.
with 2,000-pound bombs or um, green-tipped armor-piercing bullets um,
Right.
on civilians that are just trying to get food, who are being corralled to to be
Right.
to be slaughtered. Um, you don't get good counts from that. Aid trucks being buried along with mass graves of people.
Mm.
We don't have a true count. Um, and the only thing that we have saying that this is all bullshit, this is fake. You are looking at um, Hezbollah. You're looking at Hamas propaganda. the only thing saying that is the side that is committing the genocide. All of the journalists
Right.
on the inside, all of the doctors on the inside, from all different countries, all the aid workers from the inside, all the
Hmm.
everyone we have in there is saying, no, this is a genocide. We're dying. We're being starved to death. Our doctors, our aid workers, we all need food. We all need water. We're being shot at. Our vests that say journalists um,
Yeah.
are bullseyes, right? Um,
Yep.
everyone on the inside that isn't incredibly bought or just blindly loyal to Israel as a Jewish
Right.
nation is saying this is a genocide. But if you're an extreme Zionist, you have all the plausible deniability
Hmm.
to throw out this in the world. That's why it can't be trusted. It is a logical fallacy of epic proportions. We need a new name. Like it's the
Yeah. And
Zionist.
genocide doesn't cut it.
It's the Zionist fallacy. Can I coin that? Can we do that here? It's the Zionist fallacy. Um,
Wouldn't
like,
that be crazy if like
yeah.
500 years to 100 years from now, 50 years from now, it ends up being called a Zionist fallacy? That
Let me define it, just in
that's
case.
America.
Let me
Please
define
do.
it. It is, it is when you are talking about Zionism, right? Anyway, where they flip everything on you. All right. It's a version of projection, right? If you say Israel is doing this, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Or
Oh,
this is
yeah.
genocide, that's anti-Semitic. Just to use projection
Yeah.
as saying this is anti-Semitic. That is the Zionist fallacy. We'll start using it on the show more. Um, so other things I wanted to point out real quick, and then Christy had a question for me on Gaza, is that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is doing a fucking bang up job of distributing aid. They're distributing as many bullets um, as they are meals to people.
Yeah.
Um, and it's so bad right now. It's so bad. Like this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is doing that is backed by the U.S. and Israel,
Right.
and that's it.
The CIA.
Because everything else was Hamas. Like the UN was Hamas, aid packages from France or the US or Canada, all Hamas. That's all Hamas.
Yep.
But this foundation is doing such a fuck of a job that Hillary Clinton posted on X. Aid organizations report that thousands of children in Gaza are at risk of starvation, while trucks full of food sit waiting across the border. The full flow of humanitarian assistance must be restored immediately. And she posted a link from news.un.org. That's how bad it is that Hillary Clinton said that there's starvation happening. Not a genocide. She's still behind, but
Right.
so was Bernie Sanders. He's not calling it um, uh, a genocide quite yet either, but he is putting more focus on it. Barack Obama came out and said that they need to stop preventable starvation in Gaza.
Yeah.
While a lasting resolution to the crisis in Gaza must involve a return of all hostages and uh, cessation of Israel's military operations, these articles underscore the immediate need for action to be taken to prevent the travesty of innocent people dying of preventable starvation. Obama wrote in a post also on X, linking to the New York Times articles on this. Um,
Right.
he added in a subsequent post, aid must be permitted to reach to reach people in Gaza. There is no justification
Mm,
for genocide. No, keeping food and water away from civilian families. Can't say it. Um, um, Cory Booker's said a little bit more on it. I'm not gonna bother bringing his up. Um,
yeah, he's a piece of crap.
yeah, he's half he's. I mean,
He's
the
taken
Democratic
millions
Party is
from
worse.
APAC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, we have what else? Um, what's her name? Crystal just interviewed her.
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic interview on
She
Crystal's
did
part,
such a
not on
damn good
Sagar's.
job. Huh?
I said on Crystal's part, not on
Yeah.
Sagar's.
Yeah. I mean, I will give um him some credit too because he shut up and let Crystal just
I
run her
agree.
through. And I noted like while I was listening, like Sagar's being quiet. He's just letting. This is good. I mean,
Yes,
he is mostly on the right side. He's doing as well as the Democratic Party. He's doing better than the Democratic Party is.
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah,
So credit
he
where credit's
mostly
due.
agrees on
Yeah,
the Gaza, on
he
Palestinians.
he does. He tries to like parse through it a little bit more, but he doesn't really argue with Crystal because he knows
Not
she's
smart.
right. She's a little more firebrand, and he gets this deserved. So
Yes, I agree.
he's done well too. But whichever senator that was, I'm so sorry I forgot. Um, I will look it up. Crystal Hall interview
Yeah,
Senator
like it doesn't even. I can't remember her name either.
Slotkin, Alyssa
There you
Slotkin.
go. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, she fucking torched her. And I mean, kudos to Alyssa Slotkin going on their show. And like, I know that they were honest with her about like, hey, like we can ask you anything and we will. And if we only have so much time, we can't give you any softball. Like we can't ease in. We're just gonna have to dive in.
Right.
Like she knew what was coming, and she still like um did the interview, and they really held her feet to the fire. This is how interviews should be done. Um, Crystal did a fantastic job. Sagar also did a good job. The the what was I gonna say? Oh, when she was being pushed on Gaza, she kept saying, "Oh, I was working on that last night. That's what I worked on all day today, all morning." Like,
Right.
and I'm sure she's telling the truth, but I'm sure she knew she was going to be asked about this, and she should have some good answers that she can back up later. That's what I'm also.
Yeah.
It's very odd that she was working on this, but I believe she probably was,
No,
so she could cover her
I don't.
ass.
Maybe
No,
so she could cover her ass, but that would be
yeah,
the only reason because she
that'd be
has
the only reason why.
literally voted for everything. Her
Yeah,
name is attached to every bill, to every bit of funding, all of it. She agrees or doesn't matter because her actions show that she's pro. Yeah. I don't want
yeah.
to say she's pro genocide because that's horrible, and I don't think that she is. But
I don't
also,
think she's
if you're
pro
vote,
genocide. I think she's just a genocide supporter.
there you go. There you
How
go.
much
Nailed it.
better is that?
Right. It's not.
Not,
Yeah.
not much. Not much. That's
Right.
what you get for being feckless, though.
Right. And she'll
Gen-
go down in history for being one of the elected leaders that did cricket when it comes to this genocide.
yeah. Netan. I do not know how to spell his name yet. Netanyahu.
Mhm.
Um, photo op. Um, the photos with all of them. Um,
The photos?
Amy Klobuchar and Cory Booker. being in that photo with Netanyahu, those two need to be primaried as soon as possible.
I agree. I
I don't
agree. Well,
care.
there were more than just those two. There was an entire room that made like a big shape of half a circle, a U of,
I'm looking at
I
it.
mean, okay, that's
Oh,
the one you're looking at. Yeah.
all of them do,
Yeah.
but
And it's crazy.
those two ran against Biden in 2020 and Bernie. All right, I don't.
Hmm.
Wasn't Kristen Gillibrand in there or no? I don't
Yeah,
see it.
she's horrible. She might not be in that picture, but yes, there are pictures with her and Netanyahu in the same photo.
Yeah, they could have. I mean, I would have loved it if Cory Booker wasn't hiding behind the dude on the right and he tried to slap some handcuffs on him and carry him out. That's the only reason you should be in that fucking room with that guy. Um, and I mean, something's gonna happen to you, but not much because you're a fucking senator.
Right.
Um, so those two especially have to go because they're gonna try to make an argument why they should be president here in a couple of
Yeah.
weeks. And all I'm gonna
Oh
do is pull up
God.
this picture over and over again. 'Cause that's all it needs said. Like
Yep.
you guys supported a genocidal monster, modern day Hitler. So this is why you can't be friends with fascists. It comes back to bite you. So okay, there's all that. There's how much of a bang up job Israel is doing with their aid and their blockade. So Christy, you had questions for me?
Yes, I wanted to ask if you had listened to, watched, or read what the whistleblower who worked for the, CIA, American Israel-led aid that they have conjured together because the UN was Hamas. If you listen to any, that what he had to say, I think I've known all this, you've known all this. People who are, so against this know these things are happening all the time. But to hear an American Green Beret who resigned because he watched war crimes happen by the IDF and American soldiers. Now, the
Correct.
soldiers, I'm not saying they're active military, they are private military,
Mhm.
but they are also their CIA. It's just, it's an
Amy
op,
asked you good
is what it is.
questions. Amy asked
Yes. Amy
some good
Goodman.
questions. Yeah, I was about to, yes, on Democracy Now. She had him on like a day or so ago. And his name, he's the former Green Beret, Anthony Aguilar.
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Katie Helper also
also interviewed him.
had, well, yes, but it was today. So it was a
Yeah.
clip of pretty much what he was saying to Amy Goodman and talked about
Oh,
it. And that one was really good too. And it's not as long as Amy Goodman. If somebody only has, 10 minutes and they want to hear what this Green Beret said, it's condensed. But
yeah.
you really should listen to everything he has to say because he went
Uh,
there to do that job. That means that you already approve of private militia, of the, of what you, if you're not completely informed, you're going there knowing that there is this thing happening that most people consider are war crimes or genocide. And you're going there to help administer aid, which means
yeah.
that you're a little bit informed. And so for him to completely just resign from it and want nothing to do with being a war criminal, it
Right.
gives me hope.
Yeah. And
And
it should.
he's not trying to stay anonymous. He's not hiding his face. He doesn't give any flying fucks about this. He thinks that, he is appalled. It's abhorrent and he cannot believe that that's what he was witnessing. His own government fund and support and actively help happen. They are corralling people into areas. Experts have looked at these satellite photos. He even goes into this on, what's happening. And what's happening is you can see it. It is a process that bad people do. It is to kill people. It is to lure them in to take them out. And that's exactly
Right.
what he said is happening.
Yep. It
Oh, the
is.
story he shared about the little boy, the little 7-year-old boy walked 12 kilometers to get scraps of food. He had half a bag of lentils that had been broken on the ground, some rice, some flour, and his little arms were full. He doesn't have a bag, so he has these each individual things. And he goes up to this Green Beret and sets his products down and holds his face and gives him a kiss and tells him thank you for those scraps he got. And then they open fire on everyone, and this little boy is one of the ones laying dead in front of this guy's eyes. He had to resign.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's sick. I mean, but we know that. And here's the thing, why we're bringing this up today, because this is important. It is a former Green Beret. And besides the point that it is always important when you get someone who is serving or who has served to, excuse me, to point these things out when he
Right.
sees, when they see their side being the bad guy, because
Right.
we expect that um, our armed servicemen and women are a little desensitized to things like this and to atrocities. Because I mean, you kind
Right.
of have to. It's part of the trauma
Training.
you sign up for,
The
and
training and the trauma. Yes.
yeah. So
He also claimed that this isn't his first rodeo and it was amateur hour. It was like
yeah, yeah,
nobody with
yeah.
expertise is running anything. It's to get them to
It's not
come
supposed to be.
so that you can shoot them. Right. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be because UN, UNRWA, they
So
were handling it professionally. They're not
the
a
best
terrorist
they
group.
best they were able to, yeah. And
Right. As much as they were able to.
yeah, literally allowed to. So the other thing that's nice about this is the way that he talks and that he was a Green Beret, which is pretty dope as
It's
far as
badass.
armed services go. Yeah. He is a certified, like, doesn't matter if you're a jackass or a terrible person. If you're a Green Beret, you do officially get badass status. That
Right.
takes that takes that takes a badass to be. You can be a
Yeah.
bad badass or you can be a good badass, but it's
He's
definitely
one of the
badass.
good ones, I feel. I feel
Yeah.
like even if he is trying to atone for any bad he did, I don't know any of that to be true.
Yeah, we don't
But
know
even if
his
he was,
background.
he's doing his best right now with what's happening right now, with the information
Yeah.
he has, with what he witnessed to make the right act to do the right
Yeah.
actions, to resign, to call them out, to go on every public broadcast, arena he can find himself in to
And
scream
he went
from
on
the rooftops
Democracy
what's
Now!
happening. Yeah, I know. I
Went
love
on a
that.
great, yeah. That shows some character. But just the cadence and how he talks like a good old boy,
Yeah,
that
he
is
does.
that is that is super helpful because we need more people with that demographic to talk
Yeah,
to people that like watch Fox News. Um, because those are the kind of people that he's got a voice that they'll trust because
right.
they're very cult-like. They need someone that looks and talks like them. Um,
Yeah.
and that's disappointing, but I did want to point that out. And I know it sounds racist against white people, but it really is. There's a huge sect of our population that they only trust someone if they can kind of see themselves in them. Um, and it is incredibly important that we have a Green Beret being a whistleblower in this situation, um, who looks and sounds like that. And I think it's important to point out. What are you eating? She's goofing
a
off again,
Kinder,
again. Oh,
a
she
Kinder bar. Mm.
nice. Oh, those are so good. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so last thing I forgot to mention here, and I think we're gonna end on this
Yes.
for Gaza. Um, just how bad is it in Gaza right now?
Mm.
Let me read this. We can save a lot of people. I mean, some of those kids are. That's real starvation stuff. I see it, and you can't fake that. President
Mm.
Donald J. Trump.
Yep.
Even he says this real starvation. It's not fake. It's not fake starvation. It's real. That's how fucked the Israeli government is becoming. Even Satan didn't want to fuck
Yeah.
that.
When
Um,
when we were about to start doing this, I
mhm.
follow a lot of proceedings in Congress, and it just went live from the floor that they were holding a end arms to Israel. So we'll see. I'll have more to share, I'm sure, but it was ongoing. It's ongoing right now.
Yeah. And Paris is
That
saying
would
they're going to
be amazing.
recognize the state of
Yes,
Palestine. And someone else
yes,
said they're going to do that too. They made it conditional though, like as
I
if
saw that.
if Israel doesn't stop the ceasefire, then they'll don't make us recognize them.
Right. It's
Like you could just fucking you're doing that pansy ass France thing again. Grow up.
yeah,
Anyways,
yep. Grow some balls.
we're gonna leave this go where it's at. We love you guys so
So
much
so
and
much
stay human.
for God's sakes.